Now that you know how you're going to split your highlights, it's time to see what we're going to be putting inside it. And for us to see what we're going to be putting inside, you really need to understand what's the goal of your highlight. The goal of your highlights is to get people curious enough to click on the link or to send you a message. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so we don't want to be talking about what's already inside your sales page. We don't want to be talking about the things that come after they click on the link. We want to be talking about the before. Why should they click on the link? So inside an offer highlight, what are we going to be adding? We're going to be adding curiosity. We're going to be adding proof. So what are the client results that you have? And like I said, we're not going to be repeating your sales page. So what can we add on your highlights from your sales page and what can't we add? So we're going to be adding who it is for, what results they will get, what they are doing wrong today, why you created that offer, okay? You're going to be talking about bonuses. You're going to be talking about the price. It's optional, okay? So if below 100 euros, feel free to talk about the price. Don't hide the price. If it's a little bit higher ticket, I recommend leaving the conversation for the sales page. And then what I don't recommend adding to your highlights is the features and the details. So number of modules, number of classes, payment methods, refund policy, all that stuff that really nobody cares when they're seeing it for the first time. Throughout that whole story flow, share links, okay? You could easily do this for any service provider out there as well. Say, again, the massage therapist. Talk about the treatments you have. Talk about what they're good for, why clients come to you. It's all of those sequences, all of those sales sequences all over again. If you have a product, it's a little bit more of a showing other people using it, showing other people wearing it, showing the details on it. You know, maybe your dress has pockets. Maybe it's the color of the moment. Maybe a big influencer was wearing a dress like that. So just try to bring all those elements that we talked about in your rule of 7. There is no exact framework for an offer highlight. But what's important is that you're bringing all of these arguments that we talked about in our rule of 7 in the past module and some of the things that I'm bringing here essentially. You don't have to go through all of them, but bringing some of them will definitely help you. Let me show you what I did when selling SIS, this course. So the way I started this highlight is a little bit unconventional because I'm starting from the middle of the story. So watching my clients' stories after joining SIS is absolutely insane. You can see the difference straight away. If you join SIS, feel free to tag me in your story sequences and DM me with what you think about it. So this is a classic example of generating curiosity and building FOMO at the same time. But of course I knew that not everybody knew what SIS meant. So what did I do on story number 2? Hi, what does SIS mean? We are a new follower. So there you go, I explained what it is. I used the DM crop for that. And then I started talking about what? About client results, about testimonials with DM crops. So one lecture in and my client is already seeing more engagement in her stories in the 3rd story there. Then more client results, and then a call to action to join SIS and why they should join, and then the direct link. Did I end my highlight there? No, of course not. I added a client story. So this client story there is talking about a client that used the SIS framework in her stories and talking about what she's getting today. So it uses that exact same framework that we talked about before. And then finally, I start adding a few of the different topics that I used during the SIS launch. So some of the questions people asked, some of the reasons why people should not join. So, you know, if your offers are not selling at all, don't expect your Instagram stories to save your life. So is this for service people only, breaking limitations, and more DM crops, and another link, and the countdown clock. So none of this should be new for you. If you've gone through module 2, you know that these are all things that you should be using to talk about your offers. And there's no reason why they shouldn't be in your offer highlight as well. And with that, I will see you in our next class.